Ladies, let me tell you something real. Confident women make narcissists nervous. Why? Because when you know your worth, they can't control you, they can't confuse you, and they definitely can't dim your light. Let's talk about it.
If you're a confident woman, get ready for a lot of hate. I don't know why we don't talk enough about the confidence curse. At first, people are really captivated and they gravitate towards you because you're confident, but eventually you'll notice that those people will eventually start to shy away from you. And the reason is because your confidence will remind them of what they lack.
Sometimes people will hate you because your confidence reminds them of their insecurities. Now I know this because 4 years ago, I was super insecure and I didn't love myself and I was the biggest hater. So if you're the type of woman who you just go places and women just don't like you, now I'm not saying all women, let's have some self-awareness, but if you just find yourself in these situations where women just randomly don't like you, you could be the nicest, kindest, warmest person out there, I am telling you, it is because something in your energy about how you carry yourself, about your ability to take up space and be confident, reminds those people of their insecurities. So don't take it personally. The more that you level up in life, the more that you're going to glow, the more that you're going to be happy and confident, and that's going to trigger people who aren't there yet. Make peace with that and keep being yourself.
Exactly. Confidence has a way of exposing what people try to hide. When someone is insecure, your self-assurance feels like a mirror they're not ready to look into. It's not your fault, it's their unhealed parts reacting.
See it in comments and on videos all the time where a pretty woman will display her confidence and that she doesn't hate herself, and everyone in the comments is saying, no, you're a 5. What are you talking about? Oh, you're not pretty though. Oh, you're so cocky. You need to humble yourself. I just think it's so funny that people literally hate when you don't think you're a loser. And displaying that you're confident and don't hate yourself really makes people mad. When you display that you love yourself, especially as a pretty or attractive woman, people hate to see that you know you're attractive, and that makes them feel inferior because they don't have that in themselves. So they feel like they need to tear you down to their level. And this has happened to me so many times where I will show up to places or events or gatherings, whatever, and all I'll do is dress up, take care of myself. I'm well groomed, obviously. I take care of the way I look, and I'll show up to these things and I won't say a word. I won't say one word to anybody while I'm there. And it will come back to me that someone said that I think I'm better than everyone. I'm so cocky. I need to humble myself, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that. You think that because you said that. I love when people say that. It just shows me how they really feel about themselves, you know? I just think it's really funny when people hate that you don't think you're a loser and they feel like they need to make you feel like you're a loser if you love yourself. Just remember that your confidence is...
Insecure men only love women who depend on them. They feel powerful when you're begging for their attention, when your self-worth is tied to their validation. That's when they feel like a man. But the moment they realize that you don't need their approval to feel respected, to feel pretty, to feel valuable, that's when the mask slips. Instead of rising to your level, they'll do everything they can to bring you down, to convince you that you're not good enough, to convince you that you're not everything you thought you were. They'll attack your confidence, they'll plant seeds of doubt, because deep down, your confidence and independence threatens their very existence. And that, ladies, is not a man. That is an insecure, emasculated little boy who can't handle a real woman. Let him go play house with someone who feeds his ego while you go find someone secure enough to love you without trying to dim your light.
Absolutely. Your confidence and independence shake people who rely on control or validation. When you don't need anyone to define you, it threatens the ones who expected you to shrink for their comfort. Keep shining. Their discomfort isn't your responsibility.
Oh yeah, and we have to deal with racism and sexism every single day in our lives. So here's the thing about us women of color. When we set our minds to something, we will not let anything get in the way, and we are unstoppable. We're a community that lifts everyone up and believes that there is a seat at a table for everyone who wants to be there. We are brownies and we have an abundant mindset. Here's a tip. Don't ever tell a woman of color no, and keep being afraid of us.
Confident women are scary to narcissists, and the reason for this is because they will not tolerate any of their manipulation or bullshit. So what they will do is have boundaries, and when the narcissist continues to cross their boundary, they will simply get up and leave because they understand that that person is emotionally stunted, and that no matter what it is that they say, no matter what it is that they do, they will always try to deflect the blame, to play the victim, and and to abuse you with childish insults until you finally decide to give in and make and apologize for what they did, which is dumb, but it happens.
They're not intimidated by you, they're intimidated by your confidence.
Exactly. Your confidence intimidates them because it highlights everything they wish they had but never built. Strong women make insecure people uncomfortable, not because you're doing anything wrong, but because you're no longer easy to manipulate or control.
Validation because we love ourselves that much. They're not used to seeing somebody who knows their worth and that will set those boundaries and speak their truth unapologetically. Because when you really think about it, they were fine when you were shrinking your light. They were fine when you were insecure. They were fine when they were able to manipulate you and walk all over you. But the moment you started speaking up, now they feel threatened. Now you're changing. Now what you're doing is wrong. Because the moment you started owning your power was the moment that you became too much for these people. So you know what? You keep being too much. You keep being powerful. You keep being confident. You keep being secure. Because you're not responsible for them feeling uncomfortable. You're responsible for your healing, your growth, your peace, and you feeling comfortable in your body and your life. And they don't hate you. They just hate that they can't control you anymore. Because girl, confidence is power and you earned it.
If you are a confident woman, a lot of men will hate you. A lot of women will also hate you. And that is because it is not advantageous for them for you to be confident.
Exactly. Your confidence isn't beneficial to them because it means they can't control you, guilt trip you, or keep you small. When you know your worth, you stop serving their interests. And that's why they'd rather see you insecure.
To pull a woman down, it's a threat to them, and it's a threat to anything that they want to do or going to do, hope to do in the future. It's a threat for confident women to be out there and exist and put their shit out there in the world. And it's also a threat to some women to see other confident women. But men, I got you. You know, you got insecure men that want to be able to do what they're going to do, and they need an insecure woman to be able to do it. So they're just going to try to tear women down.
I just have to say this. People don't like when you carry yourself a certain way. People don't like when you're confident. People don't like when you come in the room and you own it naturally. You don't even have to try. People will actually hate you for being you. It's so weird out here. It's like, be careful who you're around and who you surround yourself with. This is why I don't go out the house like that, because I carry myself a certain way and I have confidence and it naturally shows. I'm not trying to show it, and people just don't like that. And it's something that they have to deal with. But I really don't like going out the house like that, because literally I've noticed, and I don't know if it's because of my spiritual awakening, but I've noticed that people have gotten to a point that they became more evil, envious, and jealous of people. And I don't know what happened between the last couple of years that made me woke up and realize that I don't want to be around people anymore.
One thing that some people hate more than a confident person is a confident person that they feel should not be walking around with the level of confidence that they have. And by some people, I mean those people that secretly hate themselves and they want you to hate yourself too.
Exactly. People who are deeply unhappy with themselves often want to drag others into that same negative space. When they see you growing, loving yourself, and stepping into your power, it reminds them of the work they refuse to do. So they try to pull you down to their level.
Of thinking that until they deem you worthy of having a certain level of confidence or feeling a certain type of way about yourself, you're not supposed to feel that way. Who the fuck are you? I don't know about y'all, but when I hear somebody start talking that way, I get the fuck away from them, because it tells me exactly who they are and how they really feel about themselves. It's like they really be getting mad at people for being confident and acting a certain way. They be mad because they feel like you should not act that way or you should not feel that way about yourself. I don't know about y'all, but I don't be having time to try to see who is doing what, who is acting what way, who is living what way once upon a time, because I'm too busy focused trying to get my own shit together. That time that I'm using to try to judge someone else and tell them how they should be acting, I could be using that same amount of time to get myself together, to figure out what it is I need to be working on, to figure out how I can elevate and be a better person. I just feel like people that be having that much time on their hands to figure out what somebody else got going on, to try to tell them how they should and shouldn't be acting, are miserable. They want everyone around them to be miserable too. They're secretly unhappy with their own lives and their past decisions, so they feel like you should hate yourself too because they really secretly hate themselves.
Some men don't actually want women to be confident. They want women to need them. I'm Jacob Riante, I'm a dating coach, and it don't matter if the men don't get it. Ladies, this message is for you. I remember watching a podcast clip where a woman said calmly and confidently what she wanted in a man. Nothing crazy, just basic self-respect. She said, if a man wants access to me, he has to come correct. That was it. No insults, no bashing, just a woman setting a standard for herself. And yet the way the men reacted, you would have thought she threatened their very existence. The comments were flooded with pure rage. This is why y'all single. Women need to be humbled. Ain't nobody chasing y'all like that. Those were the comments I was reading, and that's when it hit me. Men don't actually hate what women say. They hate that women have the audacity to say anything at all. Because let's be real, this isn't just about her. This happens everywhere. If a woman says she won't settle, men say she'll die alone. If she expects effort, they say modern women are too entitled. If she has standards, they say you should be grateful anybody wants you at all. It's never about what women do. It's about keeping them in check. Psychological warfare and manipulation at its finest. I see it for what it is. Men want to control the conversation because the moment women stop listening to their nonsense, the power shift is real. You ever notice how a man will dismiss a woman's opinion, but the second another man says the exact same thing, suddenly it's wisdom? You ever notice how they'll mock a woman for confidence, but let a man say he's a high-value man, and they're ready to bow down? It's all a game. A weak man needs women to be insecure, because if she's secure in herself, what the heck does she need him for? That's the real fear, and if this pisses you off, it's probably about you. And remember, ladies, accept nothing less than queen treatment.